Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about that little detail that's going to add some spice to your campaign and take it up a notch. And we're going to do that right now. Welcome to RPG Elite, where we put the RP back into RPG, giving you tools, tips, tutorials, and talk on how to make your RPG experience more immersive and enjoyable. If this is your first time coming to the channel, welcome aboard and thank you for coming through. For all of our other fellow elites, what is up? Thank you for coming and supporting the channel once again. And then for those who are not elites, now you might be asking what's elite and what's not elite. Elite is people who support the channel, who are subscribers to the channel. And some of you may support the channel just by coming back, but you're not subscribed yet. Well, geez, if you just keep coming back, you might as well just take the full plunge. Hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And of course, if you're liking the content on the channel, then you have to crush that like button. Man, I love saying that. And I don't know why, because it's weird and it's quirky and I just like it. I don't know, sue me. So today we'll be talking about 3 ways to enhance your tabletop RPG campaign with video. But I want to start off with a couple general things that you need to know. Now, what do I mean by video? Well, I mean like cutscenes in an MMORPG. So these are not very long. You're going to keep this somewhere between 30 seconds to 5 minutes. And it's just going to depend on what exactly you're making the video for. And again, we'll get to that in a second. But you don't want to make them too long, and you don't want to do this all of the time. You want to keep this sparing because you want it to be fresh and have its maximum impact when you use them. So you know how much that you play. And if you play every week, maybe you want to throw that in there every 5 or 6 sessions. You want to throw one in there or throw another in there someplace, but you just want to keep it very sparing so it can really have that impact when you do them. Now, it's clear that this is a video for GMs or those who are thinking about being a GM. And I do not recommend that you do this if you are thinking about being a GM. It may be something that you can kind of put a pin in it and come back to later when you've got some experience under your belt. So this is more for GMs who have experience, have been doing this for a while, and they can implement this for maximum impact. But know this, everybody who's a GM already knows this, but it bears repeating, this is going to add to your workload. This is why there are GMs who are getting paid to be GMs, because it is a time-intensive hobby, or for some, it's a time-intensive part-time job. And that's another video in of itself, to be a paid GM or not to be a paid GM, but I'm not going to get into that right now. But just as a general thing to put it out there, this will add to your workload because making videos is work. We're talking hours. So especially if you've never made a video before, then we're really talking hours being added just for a 2 or 3 minute video. Trust me on this, I make videos, so I know. Okay, with the preliminary stuff out of the way, let's get right into it. 3 ways to enhance your tabletop RPG campaign with video. The first one is recaps. Now, recaps are summaries of what happened in the last session. And if you want to add that little bit of spice, you can just put together a video for your players. Now, what this will do is it will focus your players' imagination, because you really want to pop this off about 10 to 15 minutes before your session starts. It forces everyone to focus, number 1, on the same thing, and number 2, to get them in that mindset to get ready to play. Now, the reason why you want to do this 10 to 15 minutes before, because after that they watch the video, Then they can ask any questions about the video. Maybe they weren't there the last time. Maybe they forgot some things. And so if they have any questions, they can ask that. So when it gets to the top of the hour and it's ready to play, you're not cutting into any of your playtime. You're maximizing the playtime. Recap videos will probably be anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. And 5 minutes is long. So that means that a lot of things happened in the last session. Like if the only thing that happened was a major battle, your recap video should be rather short. However, the sweet spot is probably around 3 to 3.5 minutes. Now, I have 3 recap videos that I've done for the One Ring campaign that's been going on for some years now. It's the same one. Now, I have these videos on this channel, and this is when I didn't know what I was going to do with the channel. You know, I gave you that explanation in other videos. So this was something I put together, and at first I was going to make them private, and then I said, hey, why not? Might as well make them public. People can see them. And people actually thought that it was really cool. So go ahead and click on any of the 3 that I have down below. They're all for the One Ring, and you'll get a sense of what I'm talking about when I'm talking about making these short videos to enhance your tabletop RPG campaign. The next place you will want to use it is when you introduce a location that you are going to use over and over again, or an object that is going to be the focal point of the campaign. If you have, like, let's say you have a sci-fi campaign, and the players are going to be at a starport, be there, or they live there, or their ship is there all the time, whatever. That starport, when you first introduce these things, is really when you want to do this. Not every time, but when you first introduce them. Then you can have a brief summary and a short description, maybe short history on the starport, maybe some NPCs that they are going to be seeing quite a bit. That is going to set this up for them to know, hey, this is a major place. Video has come into play, so it's a major place. And also, it'll be somewhere that they can go back to and replay the video if they want to get those details again. You won't have to repeat yourself. They'll just need to click a link and click on a button to replay the video. And it's the same thing with a major object or artifact, like the trope of, okay, you got this artifact, you guys are getting ready to go on this quest, and the quest is that this artifact is broken up into 4 different pieces, and you have to go all over the galaxy or all over the world to find these 4 pieces of this artifact for whatever reason in the story. You want to introduce that in a video, and that is going to give all of the description and details that the players need to know from get. And again, it's always easier just to click a link and click a video and to replay it again instead of you having to explain it all over again. And do not be afraid. This is just a little side note. Don't be afraid to make your players work. You did the work, so make them do the little itty bitty work that they have to do, like click a link and push play. You've already done the heavy lifting. So keep referring them back to that, because you've done it for a reason if you decide to go this route. And the last one, which is, I think, probably the coolest one. All of them are cool, but this one right here can really have an impact, is when you introduce a new villain. This will be the shortest kind of video you will make. This will be anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute max. You're not given a full description and details about the villain. Or she is being introduced into the campaign. And so you want to make it dramatic. You want to make this big. You want to have the music. You want to have the visuals and everything. And sometimes, shorter is better to have maximum impact. So don't just put fluff and stuff in there. Make sure you're editing your videos for maximum impact. And sometimes that's a little hard. I go through a lot of editing in my videos. I cut out huge chunks of video that I've done because after going through it, I'm thinking, that doesn't need to be there. That's superfluous. And I don't hit the mark every time, but I do edit. And that's what you need to do in order for your tabletop RPG campaign videos to have maximum impact. And when you're introducing a villain, shorter probably is the better. 30 seconds, that is going to do it for you. So there you have it, folks. 3 ways to enhance your tabletop RPG campaign with video. Now I have a question for you. If you've made it this far in the video, if you had to choose just one, player or GM, which one would you choose to put into your campaign? I want to hear from you in the comments below. Let me know. I'm kind of like a live poll here that I'm doing. I'm always interested just to hear where everybody's thoughts are on the things that we talk about on the channel. So again, which one would you want? If you had to choose just one, let me know. Thanks for joining me once again. I have to get out of here making some more videos. So until next time, God willing, you guys have a great week. Say it with me. Happy gaming.